Hey everyone, this is Jaffa and the Post Train. It was a really busy day in Foodland, and nobody was busier than Jaffa the postman. He had a van full of letters and parcels. His first stop was at Foodland Farm. Cheese and Onion were in the fields, feeding the goats and the sheep. Jaffa had a parcel for Cheese. It was a big box, and when Cheese saw it, his eyes lit up. He was very excited. "Oh, I know what this is. It's my new remote-controlled car. You'll have to come and see it in action," he said. "Yes, I will," smiled Jaffa. Just then, they could hear an engine's whistle. Beep, beep, beep. It was Pudding. He was driving the gravy train. He was putting some trucks full of jam for Mr. Biscuit's bakery. Jaffa had an important letter for Pudding, and Pudding's train pulled up to the level crossing. Good, thought Jaffa. I can give him his letter. But just as Jaffa reached the crossing, Pudding's train pulled away, and off it went down the line. Bother, thought Jaffa. I'll have to catch him at the station. So Jaffa had to quickly run back up the path to his van and make his way to the nearest train station, which was Foodland Central. Jaffa waited patiently for Pudding on the platform. Peep, peep, peep. The gravy train tooted as it approached the station. Jaffa was pleased to catch up with Pudding. "Morning, Jaffa," smiled the train driver. "You look like you've been in a race." "I have, sort of. I had to race from Foodland Farm to give you this letter. It looks very important." "Oh, thank you, Jaffa," said Pudding as he opened his letter. Oh, this is good news. I've passed my test. I'm now allowed to drive the post train. Woohoo! "Wow, now that is exciting," smiled Jaffa. "I'd like to drive the post train one day. It would make a nice change from the van." The post train picks up the mail from the mainland and brings it back to Foodland Central, where Mr. Pickle picks it up and takes it to the sorting office, ready for you. Amazing! "Wow," said Jaffa. "I did wonder how the mail actually manages to reach our island." "Well, now you know," laughed Pudding. "Would you like to join me in the post train cab sometime? Maybe we could pick up the mail from the mainland together." "Yes, please," smiled Jaffa happily. "I'd really like that." After leaving the train station, Jaffa continued on with his round. At every stop, he talked to all his friends about the post train. That night, Jaffa went to bed dreaming about riding on the post train. Little did he know that his dream would become reality on the very next day. The next morning, Jaffa woke up to the sound of his phone ringing. It was really early in the morning, and it was Pudding on the other end of the line. "Morning, Jaffa. We need your help. The mail is stuck on the mainland. The post train is stuck in a siding. The points have jammed, and we need to collect all the post bags and bring them back to Foodland." "Oh, no," replied Jaffa. He was worried. "I'm on my way," said the postman. It didn't take long for Jaffa to reach the train station. Pudding was waiting eagerly for him in the gravy train. "Hop in," smiled the train driver. Pudding and Jaffa chuffed their way through the Foodland countryside under the light of the full moon. They crossed the big bridge and whooshed through the giant tunnel. Peep, peep, peep. They soon reached the mainland, where Swede was waiting for them with the post train. "The points have just been fixed," he said, "but there's another problem. The post train is old and in desperate need of new brakes and could use a fresh coat of paint." "There is no spare driver, and I have to stay at the signal box," said Swede sadly. "I know," said Pudding. "If I couple the gravy train to the front, Jaffa can jump into the cab of the post train, and we can pull it together back to Foodland, where we can get it fixed in our engine shed," he added. "What an excellent idea," smiled Swede, who happily agreed. So Pudding carefully coupled the gravy train to the front of the post train, and Jaffa jumped into the cab. How exciting! "Off we go," shouted Pudding, and he pulled down on the engine's whistle. Peep, peep, peep. So Pudding, Jaffa, and the post train puffed their way back through the tunnel and over the bridge. They arrived back in Foodland safely. Mr. Pickle and Mr. Cauliflower, the station master, were waiting for them on the platform. "Well done, you two," laughed Mr. Pickle. Everyone mucked in to help get the mail off the train and into Mr. Pickle's truck. It arrived at the sorting office on time, and Jaffa was able to get out on his round. Great work, everybody! And that is the end of the story. I really hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you again next time.